Hello everyone and welcome, my name's Ali, and just a few days ago I did a video talking about all of the content that's going to be included within the very first Call of Duty Ghosts map pack. That map pack is called Onslaught, and we got some images released actually from one of my subscribers, one of you guys, which was awesome, which showed the poster for this map pack, and as a result we got a look at all four of the multiplayer maps, one of the Extinction DLC maps, and also one of the weapons that be included within that very first map pack. So you know all of the content. However, in that video I mentioned how I had a hunch that one of those four multiplayer maps would be a remade map from a previous Call of Duty game. As a result, loads of you guys jumped into private games on all of the different Call of Duties, started comparing some of the maps with the images that I showed within that video. If you haven't seen that video, check it out. It'll be linked in the description and also at the end of this video if you wish to wait and watch it at the end. And a lot of you guys tweeted me and left comments saying that the map shown within the video called Ignition is actually very similar to the map Scrapyard within Modern Warfare 2. I'm going to jump into Modern Warfare 2 in a minute, show you guys some direct comparisons to see if this is accurate, but one of the first things to note before we do that is the fact that there has been a leaked list of multiplayer maps, and some of those names have actually been names of DLC maps, and one of the map names that came up was the map Boneyard, and Boneyard is a code name for the map Scrapyard from Modern Warfare 2. And that's the name Boneyard that you'll get if you go into the PC files of the game and have a look at the sort of core naming of the map names. So there has been hints already that Scrapyard will be coming back within a DLC pack. And if we now transition into Modern Warfare 2, so you can see I'm actually playing live as we record this, you can see that if I overlay the Ignition map with the gameplay you're seeing on screen here, there is a lot of similarities. Now, this isn't going to be a direct map sort of just taken from Scrapyard and put straight into Call of Duty Ghosts. It's going to be sort of like a more of a reimagined map if this is the case. Now, at the moment, I'm not 100% sure. I'm like 99% sure. I'm going to start showing you guys some of the similarities. So first of all, if we have a look at the Ignition map in the bottom right, we can see what looks to be like a long tube you can walk through. But one of the key parts of that is the fact that there's a little bit of a jump up. And that matches perfectly with the jump up here that you have to get to actually get inside the tubing walkway here. So one similarity down already. Another similarity, top left, you've got a big number 2 on the Ignition image of a big number 3. Just tiny little aesthetic things that align there. On my left here, you also have a dumpster, a little bit of an object in terms of actual viewing angles. If you're coming around the edge here, you can use this as a little bit of cover. And that piece of cover is also shown within the Ignition image. Right in front of me, you can see this big sort of dumpster truck, which is parked in the way, again acting as an obstacle to block line of sight. So there isn't just a big sort of a frenzy of shooting going down here. And there is an exact same object position within the Ignition image. Of course, it's not a truck this time, it's something different, but it's in the exact same position. Also, if you have a look at the Ignition image, you can see little windows on that walkway on the right hand side. You again have windows here on the Modern Warfare 2 Scrapyard map. Again, there's a few more sort of similarities off to the left. You've got sort of this inside building here, which matches identically to the Ignition map. But there's some key things within the Ignition image that's a little bit far away. So, if I start running around the map a little bit more now, I'm going to have to actually move around just to show you this comparison. You can see there's another part of a plane here, which is this core part of the sort of inside of a tubing. And if you have a look at the Ignition map, you can see a big piece of a metal building. And I believe that for the reimagined Ignition map, so the reimagined version of Scrapyard, that big metallic building is basically this, but in a different version. On top of that, to the right, again, you can see an even taller metal building. I believe that to be a remake of this part of the map. So that's going to stretch a little bit higher within Ignition. And then again, right at the back of the map, you can actually see a building off in the distance within the Ignition image, right in the back, and I believe that to be this part of the map. That is all of the similarities I can see between the two map images. I'm going to go back to the beginning here just so you can have one more look in case you aren't sure. If I try and line it up as best as possible, you can see that the map images look very, very similar. As I said, though, this isn't 100% confirmed. I'm sure we're going to be getting a trailer or some sort of official news from Infinity Ward very, very soon regarding the DLC Onslaught. And within that, if there is a remade map, I'm sure it'll be highlighted in some way within that trailer or within that press release. So look out for that. I'll be covering that here on my channel. So let me know what you guys think of this. Are you happy to see the possibility of Scrapyard returning within the very first map pack? Give a video a thumbs up if you've enjoyed it. Really appreciate that. So thank you very much to all of you guys that do so. You can check out more videos on screen here, including that very first video I talked about, which covers all of the DLC that we included in the first map pack, and also another video on my second channel. Do not miss out on that. So cheers for watching, guys. Hope you've enjoyed. Let's see if Scrapyard does come back, and I'll see you guys on my next video.